So sings my soul. Praise my God of love and life. So sings my soul. The joy is
I'll be your candle on the water. My love for you will always burn. I know you're lost and drifting, but the clouds are lifting. Don't give up, you have somewhere to turn. I'll be your candle on the water till every wave is warm and bright. My soul is there beside you. Let this candle guide you. Soon you'll see a golden stream of light. A cold and friendless tide has found you. Don't let the stormy darkness pull you down. I'll paint a ray of hope around you, circling in the air, lighted by a prayer. I'll be your candle on the water. This flame inside of me will grow. Keep holding on, you'll make it. Here's my hand, now take it. Look for shore, as sure as rivers flow. I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go. Your mic isn't on.
My mic is not on. Is that mic? No, that mic's not on either. Hello? Can you hear me?
There you go.
There we go. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to Founders. We are here at the geographic and spiritual and emotional heart of Los Angeles. And those of you who are joining us online, we feel you. We know that you're here too. And whether you're watching us live or watching a recording, Spirit is beyond time. You are right here with us. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, musicians. We have a wonderful service for you here today. I am filling in for Reverend Arthur. He is recuperating from a medical procedure. So let's just take a moment and send him some love. And we look forward to seeing you next week. And we know that you are already perfect, whole, and complete. We have Emily, who is our on the pulpit with me today, and I think now we're all going to stand and sing.
Yes.
Great.
Please stand if you're able and join us in the congregational song.
1, 2, 3.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now, the pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, nothing but blue skies. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day.
Can you hear me? Yes, now it's on. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Founders family. Mic is on, right? Okay. Founders family, and here and and those who are live streaming. I'm Emily, and I'm always happy, proud, and honored to fill in when I have to, when I'm needed. So today I'll be doing the announcements, and later I'll do the scripture and the prayer. First, I don't see any practitioners here yet, but Elizabeth Turner will probably be here. She usually sits there, and she'll hold vigil, and she'll also be available for anyone who needs prayer. Okay? You just after church if you need prayer for yourself or for anyone. The prayer boxes, as usual, are out in the foyer. Every Sunday they're there before the service. And you can fill out a request that's on the table. And they're for prayer for anyone. It can be for yourself or it can be for a friend, family member. And they don't have to be a member of the church. And that's a service that we've always offered for the practitioners. And the practitioners pray on those requests all week. So just take advantage of that. Because we all need prayer at some time in our lives, right? So today, after church, we're going to continue with our plant sale downstairs in Hornaday Hall. And it was a success last week. When I was up the first week advertising the plant, because I don't have a green thumb, so the plants that I had bought them. And they went right away. So I have to admit that I did not grow them myself. But it was a great success. And so the same thing is happening downstairs today. And the plants will be sitting out on the table, and they'll be sitting on or near what the projected cost is, what you'd have to pay for them. And I think it's $5, $10, $15. But if someone thinks that plant is worth $20, we'll take it. Okay? And just remember that all of this is a fundraiser. And we've been talking, if you've noticed, for the last few Sundays about tithing and our financial responsibilities here at Founders. And so this is a continuation, and we have something also coming up in December, I think, where we're going to have something like a bazaar. So this is also by our outreach, and the head of that is Alvin Turner, and it's called the FCOC. The only thing I remember is that the F stands for Founders. So anyway, it's our outreach program, and anything that we do, like the monies that we're connecting, those money will be used to put on future fundraising events here at Founders. So we appreciate your enthusiasm and listening and being with us in our attempts to keep Founders open and sound for many, many generations. Now, the first showing of the play Anansi, we've been talking about that for quite a while too. Well, it was yesterday. It's Anansi, the trickster, god of Africa. And it was done yesterday after the memorial service. And the timing was perfect because it started like a half an hour after the memorial service for our dear longtime member, Faye McClure. And it was just a wonderful sending away to heaven for her, and to know all the accomplishments that she made and how faithful she was to this church. So anyway, getting back to the program, the next one is going to be next Saturday, October 28th at 2 p.m. Cheryl Collins and her crew, that's what Ann calls them, her crew, the other people that participated. This was Cheryl's idea, I think, in a board meeting, and all the board members have just jumped on board with that. Cheryl is an actress herself, a professional actress, and so is her son. I think they both have degrees in that field. So she's very well qualified. And the fundraiser, the proceeds again are going to go to our nonprofit and then on to the church. The cost is $5. And yesterday, as I said, was the first performance, which we only took contributions, you know, so there were some people that couldn't afford to come or had kids would have been able to come free. So we're asking everyone to invite their friends, their grandchildren, their children, to come and excuse me, not only support the actors, but support the church. It was really a great performance, and it was for adults as well as children. And there was one professional performing actor that performs now who played the leading role, and I thought he was terrific. But everyone was great in that. So also, I wanted to mention the one child that was in there. She's a member of the Bible group with, her name is Kaylee, and she was just like a professional too. She was great. Her performance was really great. Let's see, what else do I have? That's it on announcements. Usually I'm here on the first Sunday, and I have a lot of announcements to make on the first Sunday because we do a lot more. So now what I'd like is to see if there are any visitors here. We'd like you to stand, first-time visitors. Okay, good morning. Welcome to Founders. We're happy you're here. You could have gone anywhere today, but you chose here, and we appreciate it. Please come back and visit us again. Now, I'd like for everyone to stand and greet each other, waving, blowing kisses, no hugging. Down at the bottom, there's, on the front of your program, there's an affirmation. Let's say that together. I choose right now to reveal my deepest belief and my possibilities and sent and forth as the light of my inner world. And so it is. You may be seated.
Out of the ruins and rubble, out of the smoke, out of our night of struggle, can we see a ray of hope? One pale thin ray reaching for the day. We can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city. Not a city of angels, but we can build a city of men. We may not reach the ending, but we can start slowly but truly mending, brick by brick, heart by heart. Now, baby, now we start learning how we can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city. Not a city of angels, but we can build when your faith is all but killed, you can give up bitter and battered, or you can slowly start to build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city, not a city of angels, but finally a city of men. A city of men.
Thank you, Todd. That was beautiful, as usual. I'm going to be, before I give the scripture, though, I'd just like to acknowledge our musicians today, Rob Losner and Sam Moontooth and David Anderson. I'd also like to, excuse me, give a special thanks to Pat and Denaro, who were in the booth yesterday, because they're usually our technicians, but they had an extra task to take care of because there were so many other technical things that they had to do. So I'd just like to thank them for the wonderful work that they did yesterday. Pat and Denaro. The scripture today is from Matthew, the 5th chapter, 14th and 15th verse. You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all who are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. And from the Science of Mind textbook, Ernest Holmes, page 247, paragraph 2. We are poised with a sense of peace, which comes from our complete faith in God as the light, power, and inspiration of our life. And now would you bow your heads, close your eyes, and join me in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom.
I don't have, there it is. When I say goodbye, it is never for long, 'cause I know our love still lives on, and it'll be again exactly like it was, 'cause I believe in the power of love. When you're close, I can feel the power. When it's love, I can always say, love for me is the best thing now. It's something that I know so well. Hold me closer in every minute of every hour. Feel the power of love. Yeah, hold me tighter and take me higher, and feel the power of love. Did you know that your feelings show? You thought your love was locked up inside, but when your senses start to overload, oh, there's something you should never hide. You got to believe in love. It's a feeling that's next to none. Can't stop until we are one. Oh, with the power of love, tell everyone to try. I promise you'll reach the sky. One thing that we can't deny is the power of love. So close your eyes and you can feel it coming straight from above. That's the power of love. You can't deny it, so don't even try it. And let the feeling sweep you off your feet. You've got to believe in love. It's a feeling that's next to none. Can't stop until we are one. With the power of love, tell everyone you see how much better the world could be for them and for you, for me. With the power of love. When we walk down the street, we don't care who we see or who we meet. Don't need to run, don't need to hide, 'cause we got something burning inside. Hey, we've got love, oh, power. Oh, it's the greatest power of them all. Oh, we got love with all of the power, and together we can fall. And don't you know, oh, we've got love. Oh, yes, it is the greatest power of them all. We've got love. Tell the world we got love. Tell the people about it. Together we can, and it's all because we've got love. We got love with all of the power. Oh, it's the greatest power of them all. And if you believe it, we got more love with all of the power, and together we can't fall. Thank you.
Tony, we're talking about light. We're talking about light this morning, and it just feels like light pours out of this man's voice, doesn't it? Yes. So did you know that you are the light of the world? Yes. Is that shocking? Good. Because for many people, that's shocking information. They're like, me? Don't you know how flawed I am? Don't you know what happened to me? You know, a lot happened to all of us. This world is filled with a lot of shadows. But what does evidence of shadow prove? That light had to be shining in order for a shadow to happen. Light casts out darkness. There is light that is not only within you. The Quakers used to always talk about the inner light. Well, the light is not only within you, it is you. You know, before Christianity took hold in the Western world, the biggest religion was Manichaeism, which believed that God is light. And you'll notice that as we head into the darker seasons, that there are all sorts of festivals of light this time of year. And so when I wish people, like, you know, Happy Diwali, they're like, are you Hindu? Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas. Every major religion has come up with a festival to celebrate light. Light outshines darkness. So there is within you a light that can never be dimmed, no matter what happened, no matter what individual or collective trauma, no matter what you were taught, no matter what we collectively believe, that keeps shining. It always shines. And it will keep shining long after you leave this particular physical incarnation. Because light just is. And here is the real deal. The darkness is the illusion. It's all spectrums of light. Just like we know there are colors that our brains can't quite perceive, that's still light, even though it appears to be darkness to us. It may just be vibrating at a different level than our current eyes can perceive, but it's still light that's shining. Does that make sense? Just like we have, our ears can pick up sounds at various ranges, and my pets can hear at things that I can't even hear. But just because I can't hear it doesn't mean that the sound isn't being made. This is a universe of vibration and a universe of light. You know, we talk about light as a divine quality. What does that mean? You know, you are the light of the world. You know, when it talks about in Genesis about how, you know, the darkness and light were separated, that wasn't talking about, you know, literal physical light. It's the understanding. Now, sometimes the way that reflects itself in physical form, and this is often seen in paintings, is people have like an aura of light around them. Don't you kind of like sometimes see people who are all lit up, and not in that narcotic kind of way, they're all, or drug kind of way, they're all lit up, like they're so full of life, they just seem to like shine. And there are some people that are so full of light, like you can almost see their presence before they enter a room. We've all had that experience. Well, let me tell you something. You're that person. That is inherently within each and every one of you. From the moment you incarnate on this planet to the moment that you leave this planet, you have that light. That light does not diminish with age. It is not determined by your race, your background, your education. You don't go to school and major in light so that you can shine more. But we tap into it. It's funny, that song, Beautiful City, is just so beautiful. And there's that line that, you know, we don't build a city of angels, we build a city of man. Well, you know, we've built a city of angels and a county of angels. We just need to live up to the name. Angels are messengers of spirit. What is spirit? Love. Todd also sang about the power of love. So if we want to shine more light, we need to think more loving thoughts and take more loving actions. Because who are we? We're love. Love heals, love transforms. But there is this light, this sun that is shining, that is always calling us to shine more. Now, this light has the power of personal transformation. We can transform ourselves and our lights. On Friday, I went to a one-year celebration party for someone who has stayed clean and sober for 1 year. And the light is shining through him, and it's like the most magical thing about it is that the light has returned to his eyes. Haven't you seen people are kind of just like walking around like zombies? Like, I think why zombie movies are so popular is because we seem to be surrounded by them all the time. They're just people who are kind of just like meandering through life, going like this, no energy, no goals, no plans, and they're just kind of like, and then there are people who are like movers, shakers, or even not that, even if they're not moving and shaking, they still have a zest and enjoyment for life. Now things happen to us and the light appears to be temporarily dim. And I say appears. And that happens to us individually, and it happens to us collectively. Now, never let it be said that the science of mind and spirit is a selfish teaching, where we only think about ourselves. Social justice is a huge part of New Thought. Emerson was an abolitionist. He stood on principle. So let's talk about what's going on in the world right now and shine some light on it. What do we believe about the Middle East? Do we believe that this will never be resolved? That there's just not light in that part of the world? First of all, you need to know there is no such thing as that part of the world outside of you. We're all one. One mind, one heart, one law, one body. So something that appears to happen on the other side of the planet, you're still connected to it. Let's look at the Northern Ireland example. I mean, the troubles that used to happen in Northern Ireland. And not every extremist in Northern Ireland has given up hate and violence, but enough light came through enough people that the country is it's like peace is the status quo now. That situation seemed unsolvable. And I'm not saying what the long-term political solution is. That will work itself out. We're talking about principle here. So the first thing we need to do is we need to let go of our belief that there are people or a peoples for whom there is not light. There is an Israeli child being born right now filled with 100% light, and there's a Palestinian child right now born with light. There is an Indian child born with light. There is a Brazilian child born with light. There is someone probably born at the local hospital right here. They're all born with the same light. And that light does not get diminished. Now, we're taught to dim our light. Don't shine too brightly. You might draw attention to yourself. Or we're taught things about ourselves, where our people grew up on the other side of the tracks, so we don't get to shine. So we're taught a lot of things. Can you imagine if you were taught from the moment you were born that you are light and that you're here and you can help create heaven on earth? In the Center for Spiritual Living, we believe in a world that works for everyone, including you. Some people go to the other way. They're all, I see light in everybody, but I'm really messed up. Light is in you, light is in me, light is in everyone. Can we affirm that right now? Can we know that? We're in the geographic heart of Los Angeles. We are literally in the city and county of angels. We literally are a light to the world. I was talking to my friends in Spain, and they're all, my favorite city is Los Angeles. And I'm like, really? You live in Spain, and this is your favorite city? Because I forget how much light we have here, how much the sun shines, how much hope there is here. People complain, and I'm all, well, you can complain if you want to, because Reverend Arthur said he wanted to make sure I talked about belief. So how do we tap into the light that is within us? Look at what we believe about ourselves, about the world, about the places we're in, about the situations we're in? What do we say to ourselves about these situations? What do we say to others about the situation? And even if everybody in the world says, oh, well, that's just the way it's got to be, it takes one person, or even who gathers a small group of people to start changing the collective consciousness about anything. In fact, I think Margaret Mead said it was like, it's always been a small group of people gathered together who've ended up changing the world. That's the only way it's ever happened. Things start with us. We sing at the end of every service, let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Are we just singing words to get out of here to go on to brunch? Or are we really do we really want peace on earth to begin with me? Now, what does that mean, to begin with me? It means we bring peace to our own life. If we have a relationship that needs cleaning up, we clean it up. If it means we need to forgive something, we forgive something. If we need to release something, we release something. If it means we need to take action, we take action. If it needs we need to participate, we participate. So, but then we, because we're all part of the collective, our personal transformation lifts the vibration, the energy, the light that is shared by all. One of the most destructive things we can do, and I know so many people who do this, is that they work hard all day at a job they don't like, and then they go home and they turn on cable news for 3 hours a day. Now, it doesn't matter to me, from a spiritual point of view, it doesn't matter to me what channel you're watching, whether I agree with it or don't agree with it. That's not a very good way to add the amount of light that is shining in your life and in the world. Make sure you get your input. Now, we do need to be in the world and not of it, so we do all need to obviously have enough news to operate as responsible citizens and to effectively live as people. That's not what I'm saying. But make sure that you're also getting inspiration spiritually. You're getting cultural inspiration, artistic inspiration. You're spending time with your family, your friends, your self-care. Make sure that it's all together. Have a balanced, peaceful life. If there's anyone that you need to forgive, forgive. If there's a collective we need to forgive, forgive. It's funny, I posted a message of peace online and the hostility under it. Well, we'll have peace when they do blank. Again, and I'm not defending what cannot be defended. I'm not defending violence. I'm not defending persecution. I'm not defending anything that is less than love. But somebody's got to hold the light for peace. Somebody's got to hold the light for love. It's funny, because I remember, one of the things that they resented about Jesus at the time of his life was that he said things like, well, my kingdom's not of this world. They were looking for a Messiah who would overthrow the Romans. And he was like, well, pay Caesar what is Caesar's. I'm about something different. A lot of people didn't like that. He actually healed, a centurion. He loved everybody. He was willing to see the truth in every person. Not just willing, he did see the truth in every person. You are the light of the world. And not just you are the light in your family. If you're coming to this teaching, I guarantee you are the light of your family. You are the light of your community. You are the light of your neighborhood. You are the light of your workplace. You are the light of your relationship. And you know what? You are the light of the world, because it's not outside of us. Everything out that seems to be out there is a projection of what we project onto neutral matter. So when we talk about belief, we need to take a new belief and then act accordingly. So if we look locally, look at how people talk about the homeless and the houseless in the city. Treat it, again, I'm not up here advocating any particular public policy solution to this issue, but every person we see is just as much God as Jesus Christ, as just as much Buddha as Buddha. That same light is in them. Now we can say, well, like, if we see someone and we say, oh, wow, that light's not shining in that person, guess who's off? Guess who is right now in error? Now, we can say that I know that person has the infinite light of Spirit in them, even if I don't see it yet. That's a fair statement. Because I'll be honest, not everybody's choosing to shine very brightly. People make choices. But we acknowledge the space for people to make new choices. At any moment, the universe can change based on our decision. I just use it as an example, so I'm not here to brag about myself, but for example, when I started doing the California AIDS ride, riding my bicycle from San Francisco to LA, I had to shine a light. I had to change my belief about myself and what I thought was possible. And I was much heavier, and I had to like put in the work. I had to train every weekend, and then it took me 4 years until I got to the point where I could then do every mile. So I can now say I have ridden a bicycle from San Francisco to Los Angeles. And that took. Oh, no, wait, it's not about that. Thank you, but thank you. But the point is, I chose something different. But then I took action on that new choice. I'm only using that as an example because I know that each and every one of you, and including you who are watching, have something, a dream, some positive change that you would like to make in your life. And I want to know that you can start shining light in that area today and take a new action. I also know that there's some part of the world, or maybe it's the climate. I hear people saying like, oh, it's the end times. Nah, you don't get off that easy. Because even if, the way it works is that even if the end time, the planet blew up or the planet dissolved and human life ceased, our spirits went to cease and we just manifest another form, you'd have to clean up somewhere else. It's funny, there are a whole bunch of people just waiting. I know, we'll have a war in the Middle East and we'll tripwire Jesus Christ into coming back into form and he'll fix everything and we won't have to worry about it. There are actually people who think that that's how the universe works. Now, we know better. Because, the Spirit of Christ, that Christ light is within every one of us. It's in every one of us. We sang it today. It was in the song. It's in every one of us to be wise. Change your thinking about you and the world and change your life. And the world will catch up with you. You don't have to fix the world first. Change your life and the world will catch up. Your light will shine so brightly, people will ask, what happened? And then you can tell them. That's very attractive. Oh, wow, look at this person who got their life together. Look at this community that got it together. Look at everything that's going well. Because there are manifestation problems that need addressing. But they start with a change in belief, a taking of action, and a standing in love. And remember, God is sort of like spirit, the universe. I don't want anyone who's watching to get hung up on names here. The electricity of the universe, the light, needs lamps in order to shine. When people say, why doesn't God do something about blank? You know what the universe is saying back? I would love to. That's why I sent you. We're lamps. Most people don't plug in. Plug into the love, the beauty, the joy. All of the divine qualities are a package deal. Plug into the light, the love, the beauty, the peace, the joy, the harmony, the life, the energy. It's all a package deal. Plug into it, shine that light. Be that lamp in your life, in your family, in your community, and in the world, and watch what changes. And I'll say this will be the last thing I'll say, and then we're going to do a brief process. Thank you. We talk about individual beliefs. Let's talk about how they kind of add up together. How do you know where your beliefs kind of are collectively? Well, your feelings tell you, like, they tell you what you really believe. If you have like this ugh in your gut, that's telling you what's really in your subconscious. That's not to worry about it. That just says, oh, I've got some more work to do. And you know what tells other people what you believe? Your actions. Most of us want to be judged on our intentions, but they actually evaluate us on how we show up. And you know what? And none of us have to be perfect at this. You know, the judges who decided that human rights come from God, not from kings. I mean, they were not perfect people. You know, the people who founded this country were not perfect people. They decided that a certain class of people were only worth 3/5 of a person, and women couldn't vote. And you know, but for the time, they advanced the amount of light in the world. But we weren't supposed to stop. People always want, well, we're supposed to stop here. No, we keep pouring forth light. And 200 years from now, hopefully, they'll have gone so far, you know, that the light, you know, will be like, the light will just keep pouring in. But we're here, right now. So let's shine this light. So, but in any situation, your attitude determines whether you're plugged in or not. Somebody could walk into a party and say, oh, you know, I didn't know anybody, you know, it was, you know, the food wasn't really, you know, what I liked, and I had difficulty finding parking, you know, so I didn't have a really good time. And another person could go to the same party and said, well, you know what, I've been waiting to get out, there are all these new people there, I decided to like introduce myself and get to know people, you know, it was new music, I wasn't used to it, but I'm like, hey, I went with the flow, and you know what, and they had a good time. The only thing that was different was their attitude. What is your attitude towards life, towards anything? Martin Luther King said, I have a dream. He saw the light before most people. Light, life, love. The 3 L's. So let's turn within. So let us imagine within our heart a big ball of light. This light shines, and as it shines, it expands and fills up our entire body. This light fills our bodies with perfect physical health. It fills our minds with perfect mental health. It fills our hearts with perfect emotional health. And it keeps expanding. We imagine this light filling up this room that we were all in, this wonderful sanctuary. And everyone online, your light is joined with us. This light expands now. It fills founders with prosperous, healing energy that is a magnet to people, to reach out to us, to join us in person and via the web, in this global center for spiritual living. And it expands further, for we were a light to this neighborhood. light to this whole city of Los Angeles. We are a light to this whole county, to the state of California. We keep shining and we expand our light more to the entire country that is the United States of America. And since we're a global ministry, we go and we surround the planet with our light. So let us pick and adopt some part of the world right now, or it could be the climate itself, where we imagine more light. And we know it's there. We don't need the newspaper or the station or gossip to tell us it's there. We know in our hearts. And we call it forth. And we expand further out into the solar system, out into the galaxy, into the entire universe, and beyond, through all space, through all time, through all points of intelligence and consciousness. We know that this light it heals everything, it reveals everything. And we claim it and embody it now. And so it is. It's now time for the doxology? Doxology. Would you please stand and join us for the doxology?
Praise God, what good is everywhere. Praise to the love we all may share. The life that thrills in you and me. Praise to the truth that sets us free. Amen.
Thank you, ushers. The ushers have brought out our prayer boxes. I want you to know that when you submit a prayer through our prayer boxes, through email, through our prayer line, that our practitioners pray on them for 30 days. God's got it in hand, and I want you to please take out your offering. And if you're at home, you can reach our donate page at Founders. You can use Easy Tithe, because we're going to activate the law of circulation, right?
Yes.
Because guess who benefits the most from the law of circulation? You do, because it comes back to you greater than what you give. Awesome. Take it away, Todd.
Where are the dreams that we once had? This is the time to bring them back. What were the promises? Caught on the tips of our tongues. Do we forget or forgive? There's a whole other life waiting to live when one day we're brave enough to talk with conviction of the heart. And down your streets I've walked alone, as if my feet were not my own. Such is the path I chose. Doors I have opened and closed. I'm tired of living this life, fooling myself, believing forgiven love with any conviction of the heart. One with the earth, with the sky, one with everything in life. I believe we'll survive if we only try. How long must we all wait to change this world bound in chains that we live in? To know what it is to forgive and be forgiven. Too many years of taking now. Isn't it time to stop somehow? Yeah, that's too angry to breathe. Water our children can't drink. You've heard it hundreds of times. You say you're aware, believe and you care. But do you care enough? Where's your conviction, love? The heart. When we begin with some conviction of the heart. Oh. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you.
Don't we feel blessed that he was here today? I feel blessed. Thank you. It's funny, I was listening to Sly and the Family Stone this week because I like the old school stuff. And they've got this wonderful song called Everybody is a Star. And I don't realize why I kept listening to that this week. And I just realized, wow, it's because it's the whole theme. Everybody's a star. A lot of people come to this town wanting to be stars. Shine that light on me. Without realizing that you're a star because you radiate light. Not because you grab for attention. You know, true stars just naturally attract attention because of what they're shining. It's never about what we're getting in any situation, because if we give, and thank you for having practiced the law of circulation, in any situation we give, and it comes back to us 1,000-fold. You're already a star. You don't need the universe's permission to shine. You're already shining. It's really, we just need our own permission to let it happen. And on that note, let's turn within for a healing prayer. Recognizing that there is one power, one presence, one intelligence, one activity, one creativity, one love, one law, one mind, in, through, around, and as this universe. Omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent, infinite, eternal, indivisible, unfailing, unlimited and unopposed. This thing that I call God, Spirit, the universe, its essence is life, love, and light. radiates peace, power, beauty, joy, wholeness, abundance. And I am one with it, and so is every person who hears this prayer, and even the people who do not yet hear this prayer. We're all one. We're all together in this beautiful city. And I'm not talking geography. For heaven is right here, right now. The kingdom of God is always at hand. So whatever it is that we need to change in our beliefs to allow our light to shine, or to witness that light shining in others, or in some sort of situation, we allow that belief to change now. We call forth new beliefs, and we take forward new actions on those beliefs. And we experience the manifestation of heaven on earth. Whatever needs to be healed is healed. Whatever needs to be revealed is revealed. Whatever we're here to give, we give. And whatever we're here to receive, we receive. We bless our time together. We bless this space together. We bless founders. And we give thanks. And so it is. Would you all please stand for the benediction? The light of God surrounds you. The love of God enfolds you. The power of God flows through you. The presence of God watches over you and from within you, because wherever you are, God is, and all is well.